In the last shlok, Bhagavan told Arjun that what he wanted to see and what Bhagavan was about to show him cannot be seen through these eyes of his. The eyes, human eyes are called charam chakshu, made up of flesh and water and all that sort of stuff, prapanch. Therefore, Bhagavan said, I am giving you super sensuous or divine sight with which you will be able to see my supreme yoga power. Sanjay describes what happens next. However, before we go there, we will try to examine the meaning of Vishwarup and the divine sight. Bhagavan showed Arjun the Vishwarup, in other words, the entire Vishwa within him. The Vishwarup has two words, Vishwa and Rup. Vishwa means Vyapak. Vyapak means something all-pervading, which has covered from over everything and within everything. It's called Vyapak. And Roop, or the form. So this is the Vyapak Roop of Paramatma. The word Vishwa has another meaning. V means in a unique way or a special way, Vishesh Roop. And Shwa stands for his own form. So he is going to show his own form, which is Sarva Vyapak, which is Vyapak form, in a unique way. So this is what Vishwarup has two meanings now. The Vishwarup means his all-pervading form, which has covered everything, and he's showing that form in a very unique way. Although we call the word or the sansar as Vishwa, the meaning of the word Vishwa is the all-pervading form of Ishwar, the Vyapak Roop of Ishwar. This is what Bhagavan showed Arjun, and for that he gave the Divya Chakshu, the divine sight, to Arjun. This is the meaning of Divya Chakshu. Divyam dadami te chakshu. He gave the divine chakshu, divine sight. Te means to you, to Arjun. So now the question can arise that did Sanjay see all this? And if he did, how did he see it? Did he see with the power given to him by Vyas? Possible. If this was true, then others nearby may have also seen this Vishwarup. Because later Arjun will say that witnessing this Roop of yours, those who are nearby have become afraid. This means that they may have also seen it. If it was so, then they knew about Divya Chakshu. These questions do come up because in chapter 18, Shlok 77, Sanjay will say, remembering the unique Roop, I am getting the joy repeatedly. Then the question arises, if others could see the Roop, this Roop, Vishwarup, what was the need for Bhagavan to bestow the Divya Chakshu to Arjun? In this matter, there are two different explanations. The one is that according to Advait Vedant, the philosophy of Shankaracharya. it says that it is nothing new. The Divya Chakshu is you just close your eyes and try to look within. According to this philosophy, Bhagavan Krishna used his powers so that as soon as Arjun closed his eyes and concentrated his mind, he started to see the entire Vishwa within his body of Krishna. This is the power which has pervaded the whole creation, Vyapak power, Shakti. This means that the infinite roop of Bhagwan was seen by everyone because everybody could close their eyes and get the power to see. This has been mentioned in Purush Sukta of Rigveda. In Rigveda it says that the Purush stands for Paramatma, has 1,000 heads, Sahasra Sirsha Purusha. He has 1,000 eyes, thousands of eyes. He has thousands of feet. He is spread all over the universe and is beyond the count of by 10 fingers, cannot be counted on 10 fingers. The Vedanta also says that when you remember the past, it too looks like the present. See, if you sit down and talk about what you did 5 years ago, whatever, that scene will come in front of you. So it's like your past is coming right in front of you in present. So it says that similarly, Arjun started to see himself in Bhagwan. So it is not so. This is not how it is. Because in Sanskrit language, the word dadami has two meanings. To give and giving to you. I give it to you or I am giving it to you. Same word is used, dadami. Here what the meaning we will use is that take it, I am giving it to you. And it's being given to you continuously. It's not present indefinite tense. It's continuously giving to you for the duration of viewing of the Vishwarup. So here Dadami, we say, Bhagavan said, I am giving this to you. Continuously you will have this power as long as you will see the Vishwarup. Otherwise, if he has that power, he could be seeing all the time. So Bhagavan was Yogeshwar. Thus, he only had to look into the eyes of Arjun to give him this divine sight. So Arjun got the divine sight through the eyes of Bhagavan Krishna. And it's there, continuously there, going to be there as long as he is viewing the Vishwarup. Now we'll see what Sanjay is saying.
Sanjaya uvacha evam uktva tato rajan mahayogeshwaro harihi darshayamasa parthaya paramam rupamaishwaram.
He's saying, Darshaya mas parthaya paramam rupa aishwaram. He's saying, Rajan, O King Dhritarashtra, Mahayogeshwar, the great Lord of Yoga. Yogeshwar has two words, Yog and Ishwar. Ishwar means the Malik, the Ish of Yoga. It is his yoga. So he is Yogeshwar. the great Lord of Yoga, Hari. Sanjay called Bhagwan Krishna Hari. Hari is Bhagwan, the destroyer of sins. Evam, thus, uktva, having spoken, tata, then darshayamas, showed Parthaya, showed to whom? To the son of Pratha, son of Kunti. Paramam, the supreme, Rupam, his supreme form. What kind of form? Aishwaram, his supreme Ishwar form. Because he is Yogeshwar, so he is Ishwar of Yoga. He is showing his supreme Yogeshwar form. And what kind of form is that? It's endued with his glories, his glorious forms. Everything is glorious in there. Having thus spoken, O King, Hari, the Supreme Lord of Yoga, forthwith revealed unto the son of Pratha his supremely glorious divine form. Through his eyes, Bhagwan infused the divine sight to Arjun, and immediately he started to see the supreme glorious form. As soon as the sight was given to him, he just immediately, everything came in front of him. He started to see. Now the question is, how did Sanjay see it? He's describing this. How did he see it? Whatever Arjun said, that is what Sanjay saw. Now in chapter 10, he has heard about the Vibhuti, the glories of Ishwar. So he knew that. And then whatever Arjun's expressions were, that is how he saw everything. Arjun was saying what he was seeing. Listening to it, Sanjay was communicating it to Dhritarashtra. Other people had no idea what was going on, because Sanjay had that power of Vyas, Durdarshi power. He could sit one place and see long ways, and that's how he was seeing. And when Arjun said that others are afraid, that was his own fear. After seeing this Vishwarup, he also got afraid. So it was his fear which he is saying other people are afraid too. It's not that they have seen that form. In Yajurved, on the chapter on Rudra, the meaning of Rudra is Paramatma. They call Paramatma by the name of Rudra. There are many forms of Rudra have been described. It says that all different forms in sansar are that of the Sarva Vyapak Paramatma. Okay? All the forms in sansar, whatever you see in sansar is Ishwar's, Paramatma's Sarva Vyapak form. So all pervading form. However, here, as we will see, it will become evident that the different roop, all of which Bhagwan showed in his body, Arjun will feel like it is the entire creation, and all of it is covered by the Krishna form of Paramatma. So he is going to see everything, and over everything there is a cover of Krishna, the form of Krishna. Bhagwan showed this roop to convince the doubtful Arjun. See, Arjun was full of Rajogun. And Rajogun keeps people from believing. They are not easy to convince of anything. They want to see the proof. So Arjun was he had to be convinced. He said, I hear you say all these things. But how do I believe? Show it to me. That is what the state of mind Arjuna was. So the Krishna, he said, I have heard you say that you are the creator. You create everything. You dissolve everything. Dissolution is because of you. All the sansar is made from you and dissolved by you. Because in Shlok 2, Arjun said to Bhagavan that I have heard from you in detail an account of evolution and dissolution of the sansar and the beings in it. Now, the being, what is the meaning of being? Being is a prani. So beings come and go, but the Atma inside the being does not come or go. It stays same. It's not part of dissolution. Okay? Only the being itself, the form in which the Atma comes in sansar. That is called being. And he says, your immortal glories I have heard from you. And he wanted to see because he wanted to be convinced. Therefore, Bhagavan showed this roop where Arjun will see the creation as well as dissolution of inside the body of Krishna himself. Bhagavan granted the divine sight to Arjun, with which he started to see all within the body of Krishna. So he is seeing there how this creation is being done and how things are being dissolved. All at the same time, in real time, he is seeing it. So this entire description was seen only by Arjun. Sanjay spoke whatever he had heard. This was made clear by Bhagavan Sri Chakradhar. Bhagavan said that Arjun's deep-seated doubts were not going away, because Bhagavan just tried to explain to him in different ways, even described all the glories, but his doubts were not going away. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna had to show him this roop of his by granting him aparoksha. Here aparoksha means upper aksh. Aksh is eyes, the sight. Upper means higher, the devata sight. So he will see all devata roop. Without that sight, he cannot see devatas. His doubts went away after he saw the Vishwarup. Here aparoksha denotes the divine sight which enabled Arjun to see what was not visible to him through the human eyes. The description in the Vishwarup Darshan, which we will be getting shortly, is that of all-pervading Sarv-Vyapak Roop of Paramatma. In this chapter, the prayer which Arjun says, and we recite it in the beginning of each session, from Shlok 36 to 46, and that was the prayer which Arjun said to Bhagavan Krishna, is that of this Roop of Paramatma, this Sarv Vyapak Roop of Paramatma, whose Shakti is present everywhere. The Sarv Vyapak means his Shakti is present everywhere. This is the importance of this chapter also. Because here it has been made clear that the entire creation, there is a presence of Ishwar Shakti. That's what the essence of this chapter is. In Shlok 4, Arjun asked Bhagavan Krishna that if you think, he didn't demand, he said, if you think that it can be seen by me, then, O Lord of Yoga, please show me your divine form, possessed of wisdom, glory, strength, valor, effulgence, everything. Complete form he wanted to see. Arjun said to Bhagavan, Tvam darshay anantam avyayam rupam. Please show me your avinashi roop. Avinashi roop. Now, I don't want to see your vinashi roop, this outside form of your body is standing in front of me. I want to see your avinashi roop. The Avyay Roop, your Avyay Atma Rupam. We need to understand the meaning of Avinashi or the Avyay. There is a form which is Vinashi Roop. The form which is Vinashi Roop. And then there is a form which is Avinashi Roop. The one which is not Vinashi is Avinashi. For example, Sansar has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The Sansar is created, it stays there for all these 4 yugas and whatever length of period supposed to be here, and then is dissolved, it's gone, finished. So it's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. So an entity which appears in the sansar is subject to these 3 stages. No matter who it is, whatever comes in sansar is subject to these 3 stages. That's the law here. So whatever in sansar always here for a time, duration of time, and then its existence here ends. We come here in our body, we stay here for so many years, and then we are gone. That's part of sansar. So we are all part of sansar. Our bodies are nothing but part of sansar. The Paramatma and Jivatma, however, have no beginning. They are called Anadi. The one which have no Adi. There is no beginning. Thus, there is no middle or the end of them. Because if there is no beginning, how can there be ending? If you don't start something, how can you end it? So Paramatma and Jivatma have no beginning. They have been here from time, whatever it is, for always have been there. So they have no beginning, so they have no ending. And the one with no beginning is called Avinashi. Because it has no beginning, it cannot be destroyed. There is no nash of it. So that's called Avinashi. It is also called Avyay, because Avyay means to spend. If you have $10 in a pocket, you go to market, you spend, now you have got nothing. So $10 is gone. Same way, if you are Vinashi, then you come in sansar and in the end, finished, gone. But Avyay means there is no way. It cannot be spent. It always stays the same. Okay? Never changes. That's Avyay. So Avinashi, Avyay. So you see the Ishwar avatar comes in the body. It always comes in a body. And when the avatar leaves, the body is no more. The body has a beginning and an end. But Ishwar himself has no beginning, no end. But Arjun wanted to see the Avinashi Roop. In front of him, what was there? Vinashi Roop. Bhagavan's Murti was there. But he wanted to see the Avinashi Roop, or that Avyay Atma Rupam, which is inside. In other words, Arjun wanted to see the Sarv Vyapak and Sarv Atmak Roop of Ishwar. He just wanted to see the real thing. Bhagavan said, you want to see me, you want to see my one roop, see me in one roop. Because Arjun said, I want to see your one roop, which is Avinashi and Avyay. However, Bhagavan said, I have thousands of roop, many, many roops. And all having no beginning. They all have no beginning. Okay? They are all Avyay. Then in Shlok 5, Bhagavan said, my many kinds of divine forms have many shapes, colors. So how can you see all of them in one form? But Arjun wanted to see only in one form, which runs the entire creation. Next in Shlok 6, Bhagavan then said to Arjun that all the various forms which you will see, which will be seen by Arjun, we need to understand what it all means. What it is which Arjun will see? What are these all Avinashi forms which Arjun will see? Bhagavan said, Pashya Adityam Vasunam Rudran Ashwino Marutastatha. In Vishwarup, Arjun saw all these. There are 49 different kind of Marut. There are 49 Marut or air. There are 49 types of air. And Bhagavan says you will see them. So how could it be possible that he can see the air? Air can only be felt. How could he see air? And all 49 type of air he can see. He will see it, Bhagavan said. 8 Vasu, he will see all 8 Vasus. 11 Rudra. 2 Ashwani Kumar, the physicians of Devatas. And all 12 suns. There are 12 suns existing now. And the moon. How can he see all of that in one roop? So we will be seeing all these physical, these are all physical objects. When you talk about sun, you talk about moon, you talk about Rudra, they are embodied powers. They are all what you call Jala Roop, the physical objects. Behind each one of these objects, physical objects, it is their Atma. So each one, like sun has its own Atma. Moon has its own Atma. Okay? Where the power is coming to be brilliant in the sky. And these Atma, what these Atmas are, they are all Devata. So you say Surya Devata. So there's Surya Devata, which is the Atma of the sun that we see. Because of that Surya Devata, the sun is shining. So the Surya Devata is the Atma of sun. Chandra Devata is Atma of the moon. So same way, all the Ashwani Kumar, they are Devatas and then they are physically present. So these Devatas which are Avyay, and all these Devatas are Avyay. And there are thousands and thousands of these Devatas. So Bhagavan said, I have thousands and thousands of my Roop, which are all Avyay Roop. Because these are all the powers of Paramatma. All Devatas are nothing but powers of Paramatma. So Paramatma is Avyay, his powers are also Avyay. So these are all Devatas which are Avyay, Avyayam. These are what will be seen by Arjun. So he will see the Atmanam Avyayam Rupam. He will see all Devata and what all they are doing in real time. And it's all, he is going to see all within the body of Bhagavan Krishna. Okay? This is what Vishwarup is. In the next 6 shlokas, Sanjay will start describing to Dhritarashtra. So, Sanjay says,
Sanjaya uvacha evamuktvā tato rajan mahayogeshvaro harihi darshayamasa parthaya paramam rupamaishwaram.
Sanjay says to Dhritarashtra, O king, after telling Arjun that I am giving you the Divya Chakshu to see my glorious form, that Mahayogeshwar Hari showed that Paramam Aishwar Rupam, whose sovereignty runs the whole creation. What this Roop was like, he is telling next, in next slok. Remember that Sanjay had heard all of this in the Vibhuti Yoga. So he is telling next slok.
Anekavaktranayanam anekadbhutadarshanam anekadivyabharanam divyanekodyatayudham.
And then next he says,
Divyamalyambaradharam divyagandhanulepanam sarvascharyamayam devam anantam vishvatomukham.
he says this form has many mouths. Anek Vakram, many mouths. Many eyes, Anek Netram, and has many wonderful sights. They are all decked with many divine ornaments. See, all these devatas have their own ornaments, their own mukut, their own mala, they have all these. So he's saying, he is describing all this. These forms are wielding many uplifted divine weapons, just like Indra, weapon of Indra is Vajra. So he is carrying Vajra. So he's telling Dhritarashtra. They are all wearing divine garlands and divine clothing, besmeared with all over with divine sandal paste, anulepanam, which has got unique fragrance, full of all wonders, infinite, and having faces on all sides. For example, Brahma is called Chaturanan. He's got 4 heads. Shiv has been called 5 heads. And Kartikeya, Shanmukh, got 6 heads. So they have their heads all around, everywhere, and they are wearing these divine garlands. They have their own ayudh, their own weapons, which they fight. So these are all devata forms, which are, Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra. What else was this form like? Is the next slok.
Divi surya sahasrasya bhaved yugapaduthita yadi bhasadrishi sa syat bhasastasya mahatmanaha.
Sanjay says, if there be the effulgence or brilliance of 1,000 suns, for example, take for example 1,000 suns, they are shining with full force, full brilliance, all at one time in the heavens. Even that brightness would hardly approach the splendor of the mighty Lord. The Vishwarup was so bright that even 1,000 suns in the sky cannot outshine. The light was so bright that it could only be seen with Divya Chakshu. You cannot even see it one sun. How can you see 1,000 suns and beyond that? So Sanjay only saw the form from a distance because he is sitting and watching all this with the Doordarshi power. So he only saw the whole thing from very long distance. He was not there. Through the powers given to him by Vyas, that there was some bright light. That's all he could see. Such a bright light. And the glorious forms had many mouths, eyes, which he described to Dhritarashtra. Of course, he also has knowledge of Sahasrashirsha Purusha. He knew all that. So he did not see the view close by, and all that was going on within that view. He only saw outside, outwardly, the big brightness, bright light, which was emanating from Bhagavan Krishna. What was going on within the Murti was only seen by Arjun, nobody else. So Sanjay goes on to say,
Tatraikastham jagatkritsnam pravibhaktamanekadha apashya devasya sharire pandavastada.
he says, Arjun then beheld the whole universe with its manifold divisions. See, the universe is spread all over. It has manifold divisions. It's not at one place. So he saw the manifold divisions of the universe concentrated at one place in the person of that supreme deity, which had the bright light coming out of it. So within that deity, he saw at one place the entire creation. There are many parts of the universe, but all different parts were shown to Arjun at one place, as he wanted to see. This means that Vishwarup, the Virat Rup, was of such dimension that all parts of the universe being separate were all there in one place. It was not possible that can happen, but Arjun could see it in this way through the divine sight given to him. So the universe is scattered everywhere, but with the divine sight he could see everything in one place. He was able to see many dimensions with that sight. And when he could see many dimensions, so whatever exists anywhere, he could see in one place. So next, he says,
Tatassa vismaya rishtaro dhananjaya pranamya shirasha devam kritanjalirabhashata.
Then after that, filled with awe and wonder, it really surprised him. Filled with awe and wonder, Arjun, whose hair were standing on the end, Rom Harshas Jayate, addressed the Divine Lord with Kritanjali, with joined palms, with like this, and his head bowed to that divine deity. And what he said, we'll take over next time. That's a description of the Vishwarup, which Arjun has seen. Hare Krishna.